First of all, just want to mention that unfortunately, the previous night when I was playing and I was broadcasting and recording, I just found out that my microphone level wasn't very high. So a lot of my older videos, seems like you can barely hear my voice. Specifically, the last one I did, where we were in the middle of Act 3. So that kind of sucked. I deleted my last recording because it just, you know, you can barely hear me talk, but it's about, I thought it was one of my better recordings, and I think we had some pretty good conversation. But for now, I don't know, I'm learning microphone volume as well, so hopefully it's more clear from now on. Now we're back in the dungeon. I mean, the previous night we were like up in the towers and the walls, and it was really cool. It looked really much like the Battle from the Towers, Lord of the Rings. Now we're back in the dungeon, kind of similar to most other dungeons, I guess. But find some hole that apparently is the enemy minions are leaking into the fortress. Why? That's happening. Level 48. Alright, let's see what kind of level 48. Ooh, big thinker.
The men actually think that they can hide behind their paltry little walls. But they have only had a glimpse of the full host of hell. We will see them drown in our tide of sin. The girl is still weak, and their hero will not expect us to attack from below. Send in the ravening beast.
The ravening beast is coming. What is the, why don't people have journal entries? Did they leave their inner conversation around the map? Okay, let's go look at our new skills. So let's over the Garganton. What has he got for us today? I still like Restless Giant more. I mean, one of the things with Witch Doctor I find is that it's not very good. It's really good with crowd control. It's not as good with like, big bosses. But let's see, Poisonous Garganton. What are you doing? Poisonous Garganton better. I don't know. But again, crowd control is fine. I need to see that against like bigger, badder bosses.
They should have run when they had the chance.
A lot of enemies here. So let's try to get that kill rate. Let's clean the kill rate. Keep it going, keep it going. go to the bottom level, we'll do like the elevator, just catapult, like earlier in the act, then the elevator and stuff. We see them now down here.
I have been fortunate enough to learn much of the barbarians' complicated history in my time. Yet the origins of these large, mighty warriors are hazy at best. Legend holds that they are the offspring of Volcathos, an ancient who embodied their ideals of strength, bravery, and courage.
Lettering from acetone. Alright, I don't know which way to go. Let's go this way. Just confusing going on. Let's have a ghost giant. I'm gonna check my skills. See if I have a ghost giant. Who's giving me a ghost giant? Gotta refresh my memory. Oh, I don't have that. Okay. Zombie handler? That I don't really know. So that's the dagger fetish. And that's a zombie dog. Yeah, who's giving me the extra beast? What is that? I really don't know. Once in a while I get a spirit. Or maybe it's my... Oh, seems pretty powerful.
Should I master?
Well, what skill should you master? You don't have any items for yourself.
This keeps time is unless we can save.
breach. Here it is.
You're too late. My servant is already inside your walls, and his hunger is ravenous. He will devour your corpse, and those of your friends.
He reminds me kind of like Jabba the Hutt or something. Alright, so let's get into the breach. Here it is. I mean, it's kind of funny because these things did everything. Nothing bound, nothing busted. Level. I think the bad guy coming up soon. You know what? Let me quickly run out. These resources are going to be full down, okay? Who's the worthy? Uh-oh. Those are... We'll get out of half the crowd. Oh, treasure chest. Nothing in this room. We're nearing the... I think this is the boss battle. You know what? Let's go back to town. And, I'm gonna go back to town and dump my stuff. Or base, or let's find a merchant. Merchant? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I don't have much that I wanna... I can sell this, I'm not using it. Won't be using this. Won't be using this. Nah. Yeah, okay. So we emptied out our inventory. Now let's go to the blacksmith, repair our stuff. Alright, now let's get back into the battle. Just getting ready for probably the final boss fight, I guess. Where is it? Step. Kill Gom the Martyr. Who's gone? So this is gonna be a test. on how good my Garganton is for
The
fun.
one who killed Lord Belial.
Who's this guy?
I will saber, tearing the flesh from your bones.
Well, that's pretty nasty. Looks like a hamburger. Alright, let's do this. So I'm gonna let my guys. Easy enough right now. I'm doing really well. Unless he has another form. Looks like I'm getting some good gear. I'm glad I dumped my stuff. Okay, what's next? I kill the surgeon.
You ever wonder why Lyndon remains with us? I thought he would have weaseled away by now.
Lyndon is not a
The human prisoners are panicking now. They must have noticed that fresh meat only comes after one of their number is dragged away, screaming. This will not hold. Slaughter the ones who starve themselves. An empty victory over a useless tool. You have only delayed your inevitable destruction. Your walls have grown no stronger. Our assault continues unabated. The stone will still be mine.
Terrifying noises were coming from the armory, so Tyrael went to investigate. He said if you were to return, I should send you there.
Alright. Now, let's look at my new loot. Again, these are pretty cool weapons, but this staff is just too good because I get free fire bats. It doesn't get any better than that. Nah. Now this one might be. Let's compare. I like this one. Let's look at that. Dream Prism sounds good too. Then we're gonna sell the rest.
I've dug up some valuable new things. You really should take a look.
Okay, done. So now I gotta go find Terrell.
I am losing control!
Uh-oh.
The spirits smile upon me.
Wall of death with firewall. That's it? Okay. So that's stuck. Let's try this one. Okay. Now let's check
The
on
soul
the
stone seems stable now.
The demon's rage has been subdued.
Yes, but for how long? Our time grows short. We must take this fight to Asmodan.
Then I will go to the battlefield and find a way to Ariat Crater and to Asmodan.
Alright. The material.
Can you feel the keep shuddering? Asmodan's siege weapons. Saving these walls will have meant nothing if they're reduced to rubble.
I will find Asmodan's ballistae and destroy them.
At last!
Alright, so we're gonna take the battle to Asmodan. Here we are. Okay, now we're in the towers. Where are we going? Go through the aerial gates. There is nothing here. So this is not the right way. Go back in the armory. Okay, so let's go back here. And now, where's the exit?
I have secured Bastion's keep. Now I must go to join the battle in the fields below, where Asmodan's war machines wait.
I mean, usually you would probably have an army to back you up, but it seems like I'm going to have. Fortunately, I have my guys, my minions to protect me. We'll see.
It feels good to be on the battlefield.
Thank the gods you're here. You've got to destroy those ballistae. They're raining hell down upon us. We can't last much longer.
Okay. Let's get in here. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
We'll rip these brutes to shreds.
I don't like this wall of fire. It does much fire. Wall of zombies. Yeah, who's dropping all these lasers?
A well-deserved death.
Okay, we got infecting restraints. Yeah, this one's better. Okay. I'm also gonna swap. I don't like the wall of fire. I like the circle more. I think it has more coverage. So let's swap this back. And you know what? I like big Garganton. So I'm gonna swap Garganton strat. Ruin back to. I like this one there.
Too late. We will all perish.
couldn't hold on. There were just too many of them.
Let's go back.
Men are losing hope. The demons' numbers endless.
Probably
All
worth checking it,
times,
right?
day or night. The low amount of casualties we inflict slows their advance. We need reinforcements. We need help.
Okay, let's go back. Let's take a step back. I think there was some interior thing. See that conquer that was a good weapon. Yeah, that was nice. There are shackles. Okay, let's check this inside. What's going on? Alright, the Ford Barracks. There's also a health fountain here. This guy's just really There we go. So there's nothing in here, just a pretty cool boss battle. Which is fine, you get XP for it, you get loot. I'm pretty sure there's nothing in here. Oh no, it just goes a little bit deeper. Oh, that's it, okay. That's fine. How about back here? Oh, treasure chest. Alright, so let's get back into the battlefield. Let's look at the map. Yeah, so there's something down here. Not very colossal. That sucks.
How should I trade?
Here's the bridge.
Bridge of Corsic. I never thought I'd see it.
Cross the bridge, of course. 5 kids. Can I? Oh, there's a stairwell down here. Oh, that was it? That was ballista. Let's fall the arrow. There's a lot of green guys. Cool. That's a good glove. Okay. Cool. Wow, I'm almost at level 50. An army of 2. Okay, so looking for the last ballista? Ballista? I don't know how you pronounce
Look out! They've been circling for hours. Needs more time.
Gotta get it. Beautiful, beautiful. Great injustice. Maybe I can get the boast on that. A lot of birds. Okay, let's go.
On the walls of the keep, and your siege weapons now lie in ruins. I come for you, Azmodan.
I like this guy's skill. The switchback here. Nothing crazy. Talks about smack. What's not love? Okay, let's take a look at my skills right now. Don't need that. One. I don't care about movement speed. And doesn't matter. So no. Not inventory. These boots are good. Yep. Alright. Got some new equipment. Now what are we doing with this thing? What are we doing here? Are we taking this out or? Fine. Rackies. So we're done with this. Alright, let's keep going.
The world is safer now.
Okay, let's go to the map. So, probably heading down. It says here. So keep going. Alright, we'll keep heading north, but if nothing else, we'll head back to the save point. Is this it? There's nothing here. Oh, here it is. Okay, this is it.
I could no longer sit idly by while you brought the fight to Azmodan. It has been too long since I felt the thrill of battle myself.
Cool.
Destroying my siege weapons makes little difference. Every hour, more of my forces pour forth from the mouth of hell. Soon, they will wipe your pathetic keep from existence.
Brave words, Azmodan. But words are all you have left to hurl at us. Forward, friend! Now we shall drive Azmodan's army back into the accursed crater.
It has been a long time since we reforged your blade. Finally, you will use it in battle.
Alright, let's go.
Not ready yet.
I strike at your heart. Should I master?
Level 51. Before they used to give me like 3 skills per level. And now is it 1? 2, sorry. Okay, let's try my new toad skill. Whatever it is. Okay. Toads. What does this do? Mutate to yellow toads that add poison and confuse enemies. Right.
Need more time.
Sounds good.
Help me! Is this my blood? I can't breathe.
Another one gone to the unformed land.
What are arrow keys? Arrow keys for this. So what is the I'm also curious into what's in this door, so let's try that. What's in here? The bridge door.
Always wanted to fight some of these.
What's this? That's why I'm using cool. What was that challenge? I don't even know what. Sometimes challenges pop up. Like, I don't know what I did. Alright. Cool. Alright, that's my save point. Let's head back to the stronghold. And I think that's it for me tonight. I will continue. I think I'm almost done. What actually? I feel like we're almost done. So probably my next run will be we'll finish this act. So thanks for those that